let's start by talking about LeBron James. You played with him. You played with him. It's a very difficult season, obviously, for LeBron in Los Angeles. And now we spin it forward to what might happen this summer, and obviously it all remains to be seen. From your perspective, what is it like playing with him? Because we hear now so many of the top-level free agents, it does not appear any of them are dying to go sign up and play with LeBron James.
Well, I just think the landscape has changed. When you look at, all the teams that have the potential to be successful, you look at the Celtics, you look at, what OKC has done, now, like Paul George, is he really considering leaving? Indiana's good, Toronto's good. So when you look at the prospects in LA, yeah, it's a great market to play in, but what are their prospects for being good in the future? For next year, that second year and that third year. So I just think people realistically are thinking, what makes sense for me to be good in the immediate future? Because most players now, they want to make it to the playoffs, and they want to be good on a team right now.
I get it, but if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I'm thinking what that team needs is me. If I go to LA, if they get Kawhi Leonard, now all of a sudden they've got something, right? I mean, none of those guys, all of those guys are game changers that we're talking about, all the guys whose names start with K, as you keep describing, and I don't hear any of them talking about going to play with LeBron.
I think it's because LeBron's at a different point of his career. Like, when somebody like Ray leaves Boston to go to Miami, they win a couple of more championships. When you look at the Lakers right now, LeBron's going into his 17th season. And the Golden State Warriors are still out there. The Houston Rockets are still out there. I don't think adding one player is going to catapult you to be better than those teams. And so I think that's one of the reasons why top-level players that have already won championships, so they're not like they're chasing the ring, not necessarily lining up to go play with LeBron.
Well, and let's look at it from this way. Before LeBron, there wasn't this, we're all going to team up, right? There wasn't this. And I'm not saying he created the super team. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there was a competitive generation that was before. Then Bron had great relationships and great people, and he worked the NBA through the back channels and all of his friendships and got together and created a great team. And he did that. Cleveland did that. Miami, like, people came and played with him, including myself. But I think now the generation's changing. This next generation have been watching that. And some of these guys want to go do it on their own. He's been in the league for 17 years now, right? So when you think about other guys wanting to go do and create their own path, I just think that that's another generational shift.
But I think what will change people's perspective is if he gets a second player that jumps in there, that makes it enticing. Similar to when I landed in Boston, it made it so much more enticing for KG, because KG was looking at going to the Lakers. That was a potential landing spot for him. So now I get traded to Boston. He was like, wow, Paul and Ray? Like, this looks so much more enticing to me because now we have a legitimate shot.